Mechanical backache are these pains where the pain can happen acute, it can happen acute or chronic, it could be subacute, it could be chronic. So mechanical backaches can be, I'm again and again saying this, backache means not necessarily lower back, huh? I'm talking of entire spine, so it would be neck ache, dorsal pain, lumbar pain, or the entire axis, axial skeleton. Mechanical backaches can happen in any age group. It can happen as acute, as subacute, as acute or chronic, and as a chronic. All the possible features are there. It can happen of acute variety more often in younger people, more often in males. Now again, there is no standard rule, alright? It can happen to anyone, any age group. It can happen to male, females equally. But again, what I'm talking is not statistics. I'm talking in your mind, you are categorizing them. They will started walking in and you see a person walking like this and coming and saying, do din se halat hai. Suddenly, you know you are looking at an acute phase, you are looking at an asymmetry, so you are looking at a mechanical situation. So you start walking on that path. That's the point I'm making, right? So, mechanical back pains would be more localized, meaning they will not say idhar bhi dard hai, idhar bhi dard hai, idhar bhi dard hai. They will say idhar dard hai, idhar dard hai. They will be more localized. They will be usually acute or chronic. There would be chronic situations also. We'll be coming on that. They will be worse by activity and better by rest. This is a very important part. Mechanical backaches are worst by activity and are better by rest. They will have radiation of pain along the dermatome. They will have radiation along the dermatome. So it will be, the pain is going from here up to my thumb, or it's going from here along my front part, dorsum of the foot. So radiation is along the dermatome of the pain, if there is radiation. I mean, all mechanical backaches need not have a radicular component, but if there is a radiation, it would be along the dermatome. It would be, if there is some neurological component, then there will be symptoms related to that, which would be paresthesia, which would be claudication, which would be motor component. For example, the patient says that once I start walking, the pain starts going down the leg, and as I walk further, I am unable to walk. I have to stop. I cannot walk further. Or as I start walking, the pain in the lower limb is significant, and then I start finding numbness coming to my foot. As I continue to walk further, chappals fall off my foot. So you're looking at a neurological component which has the sensory thing, which is the numbness and paresthesia, and the motor thing falling off of the chappals means they are not having adequate strength in their toes. So this would be a L5 kind of situation. So even before you have examined, forget about X-ray and MRI, you are already thinking, are we looking at a L5 mechanical radiculopathy? So history taking will take you a lot deep if you just pay attention. And you need to keep in mind the original anatomy. Paresthesia which are non-specific are, all the time there is paresthesia, is not of much value. The paresthesia is of value in mechanical backaches. I'm talking in mechanical. So there will be times where you have a mechanical backache of canal stenosis in a 75-year-old who is also diabetic and having peripheral neuropathy. They will also have paresthesia. So there will be coexisting things in certain situations where you have diabetic peripheral neuropathy plus canal stenosis, both giving paresthesia. So those things we are not talking about. We are talking right now just separating pure mechanical versus another pure neural or non-specific. Mechanical thing giving paresthesia will be paresthesia along those dermatomes, will be paresthesia on a certain level of activity. It is not a constant 24/7 paresthesia unless it's a very major compressive disorder. Alright? Another thing you should not be wearied is when patients say that I am feeling very weak in my toes, I am feeling very weak in my hands, I am feeling very weak in my limbs, is not motor weakness. That would be more of a sensation that the patient is giving to his or her quality of pain rather than weak. So when we say weakness, we are talking about motor weakness, which is on clinical examination, where there would be some specific people, like as I said, that when I walk, the chappal falls off, so I need to wear shoes, because otherwise the chappals fall off and I don't realize and I stumble. Or there is a specific thing where they say that my grip has literally got lost, meaning it just falls off. There are others who are the non-specific psychological varieties who say कुछ भी काम करने को नहीं हो रहा है, मेरा हाथ पूरा वीक हो गया है, ऐसे लगता है जैसे गिर जाएगा, ऐसे लगता है जैसे गिर जाएगा. कितनी बार गिर गया हाथ से? एक भी बार नहीं. So go into the specifics when you feel that there is a neurological component, and you usually will get some answers.